Hi. What's up, guys? As the title says, we're gonna finish Into the Woods. We're getting out of the woods. Hopefully by the end of the stream. Sorry, I keep trying so desperately to come up with, like, flows in the way that, I forget the person who made the musical. Sonderheim, something like that. Is it written? It should be written down here in the description of the video. I have it open already. But I cannot find it. Soundheim? Whatever. His stuff is so good. It flows so well. So smoothly. And I'm like addicted to the flow and trying to come up with ways to like copy it. It's so good. But anyway, let me turn off the background music. That trash. No offense to the person to Stomp's playlist. I love the lo-fi background music. And let's just jump into our actual reaction. Oh, by the way, sorry I'm a little late on the stream. I was watching another person do a reaction video. So, it was a really good one. They were reacting to Epic the Musical, which, honestly, I would react to, except for the fact that I've already obsessively watched every Epic, like, musical song and, like, animatic, and I've absorbed so much of it that it's not... I couldn't even, like, pretend that the reaction was, like, new. It was like, oh, wow, that was so sick. I didn't expect that. I can't even... It would just be me gushing about just things that have already been said, pretty much. But yeah. Blah, 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 blah. My water's filled up. Make sure to have your own water. And now... Sorry. If I'm a little loopy, it's because I'm working off of like 4-ish hours of sleep. Probably more to the 4 than 5. But enough. Let's jump into this. Boom. We are almost at the end of Act 1. But we're going to be finishing Act 1 now.
Don't come any closer to me. Please, just hear me out. We have nothing to discuss. You have attacked me once before.
I did not attack you. I attacked your shoe.
Listen, robbery is a certain level of assault, I'm pretty sure. You can't make that argument. But to be fair, I guess why not explain, hey... Actually, I was about to, like, say it in words, but I realized, no, it's kind of crazy to say it out loud. Because... Here's what you would have to be, if you want to be honest, you'd be like, listen, a witch needs that shoe to cast a spell so that I can have children. It's a little bit of a, I mean, she might believe it because she did get her dress from like a magic thing, like dropped out of the sky. But it still was a bit like, you want to give this to a witch?
Need it. Here. Here is a magic bean in exchange for it.
Magic bean?
Come on, you have to believe it. I swear it's a real magic bean. I mean, your dress is magic. It's not that weird.
Nonsense.
Oh, don't do that.
I have already given up one shoe this evening. My feet cannot bear to give up another.
What are you going to use with which is one shoe? You said it yourself. You need at least 2. But also, you probably shouldn't have thrown that. We're going to have another magic beanstalk. It's probably fine. There's probably no problems with that.
Oh, no, please, please. I need that shoe to have a child.
See what I'm saying? It sounds crazy when you say it out loud.
Well, that makes no sense.
Well, does it make sense that you're running from a prince?
No!
No, miss. Here, take my shoes. You'll run faster.
Who was that woman?
I do not know, sir.
Lying will cost you your life.
I swear I've done nothing.
Hide the cow.
Where's the slipper? We've all four.
I will take this to the prince.
How dare you? No, we need that. I mean, I guess it's too early in the musical for us to get the resolution, I guess. Also, he's so greasy looking with like his hair styled like that.
And tomorrow we will search the kingdom for the maiden who will fit this shoe.
Give her the slipper and all will come to an end.
Woman,
Also, don't you guys already have a slipper? You don't need a second one. Or can you not get it off of the stairs because it's like attached? Jeez. Trying so hard. Oh, right, the beanstalk. Wait, what was that sound, actually? Was it the beanstalk?
What was that noise?
that was just a bolt of lightning in a far-off kingdom.
How dare you go off in search without me?
A bolt of lightning in a far-off... If you could hear a bolt of light... Well, I guess... It kind of depends on how big a kingdom is. But if it's like a pretty large kingdom, and you can hear a bolt of lightning from so far away, that would be catastrophic. That'd be like genuinely a very bad like lightning bolt. But actually, why were you alone?
My apologies, sir. I thought I might...
Enough of what you thought! I employed a ruse and had the entire staircase smeared with pitch, and there, when she ran down, remained the maiden's slipper.
Brilliant!
I thought so.
Yeah, that... I'm pretty sure that's like right from the original version of Cinderella, like that plan. Which is, it is interesting that they're going much more with like the original, but then adapted for the musical. Like with the other prince losing his eyes, that was genuinely right out of the original Rapunzel thing.
He did create quite a mess when the other guests left.
It's fine. A small price to pay.
And I have succeeded in obtaining the other slipper.
Well, give them the slipper and all will come to a happy end.
Who are you, old man?
When first I appear, I seem deleterious.
Shut up!
Yeah, stop saying it. Just be like, I'm Bob or something. Come on.
Do as he says. He's obviously a spirit of some sort, and we only need one.
Yes, sir.
Is he really obviously a spirit? Is this just how you treat homeless people? Is like, this strange creature. Crazy to call him a creature. He's like, who lives in the woods. Must be a spirit. He's like, I'm just poor, sir. A spirit of poorness. Oh, get away from me. Who's screaming right now? Oh. Okay. Oh, right, the mother and Jack went up the beanstalk. I forgot about that. I genuinely completely forgot about that plot line entirely. I mean, I guess we can deal with that for a little while.
There's a dead giant in my backyard! I heard Jack coming down the beanstalk, calling for his axe.
Oh, right. Jack cut the beanstalk, and the giant chasing him dies from the fall, I think.
When he reached the bottom, he took it and began hacking down the stalk, suddenly with a crash.
And that was the sound of either the beanstalk crashing or the giant. Probably the beanstalk.
The beanstalk fell, but there was no Jack. For all I know, he's been crushed by the ogre.
You should probably deal with this prince of our country.
Worrying will do you no good.
Oof. Okay, so he's not... he's not exactly the best at dealing with emotions. Got it immediately. The way the baker just like, nods along, like, yeah, that's the right thing to say.
He's safe. Then he's safe. If he's been crushed, well, then there's nothing any of us can do about that now, is there? We must be off! I need my rest before tomorrow's search is to commence.
Doesn't anyone care?
Literally nobody cares. The giant, I feel, is, at the very least, you want to confirm that the giant exists and is there, you know? It's like, oh wow, there's a giant. At least, like, check it out, you know? Give it a look.
Giant has fallen from the sky!
The third midnight is near! I see a cow, I see a slipper!
And the cape is red as blood.
Hair as yellow as corn.
You want the object?
Yes.
That cow doesn't look as white as milk to me.
Yes, she is.
This cow's been covered with flour!
No, we had a cow as white as milk. Honestly, we did.
Then where is she?
She's dead.
We thought you would prefer a live one.
Of course I prefer a live one, so bring me the dead one and I'll bring it back to life.
You could do that.
You could do that? Oh, I mean, that's actually really convenient. I was really wondering, how are you going to replace the cow with one white as milk? But, okay, I guess death is an inconvenience. She's a necromancer. Is she going to bring back Jack as well? Jack, the undead giant slayer?
No!
Oh.
I've been
Oh.
worried sick.
Mother, look.
Never mind, he's fine.
Most beautiful harp.
You've stolen too much.
Yeah, you you really didn't need that, Jack. You already have a chicken that lays golden eggs.
I've been killed coming down that plant.
She's too heavy.
What's happening, Mother? Milky White! Now I have two friends, a cow and a harp.
Quiet!
The harp isn't your friend. At least the cow is alive. Wait, is the harp your friend because it has like the bust of a woman on it? It's like, well, it has a human face on it, so it might as well be a person. Is that is that the logic for you, Jack? Also, hi, Cube. What?
Jack's to the cow. What? You heard me. Feed them to the cow.
Is this a magic cow that can eat like anything and then it'll make a potion out of it? Yeah, just... Whoa. It's like a vacuum in there. Oh wait, no, she's it's an illusion. There's probably like an opening here that she's pulling the items through with her hand. Right, got it. Man, this cow is really good at swallowing things. Shove an entire shoe and it just like gulp.
Fill this.
I'll do it. She'll only milk for me. Quickly.
Please hurry.
Squeeze, pal.
Huh? The wildest beat.
Wrong ingredients. Forget about a child. No.
Wait, the wrong ingredients? What more? I feel like those are like the perfect ingredients. Cape is red as blood. Hair is yellow as corn. Shoe is as pure as gold. I mean, cow is white as milk. What was wrong?
You wait! We followed your instructions. That cow was as white as milk.
Yes!
That cape was as red as blood.
Yes!
And the slipper as pure as gold.
Before I compared the hair to this ear of corn.
I pulled that hair from a maiden in a tower.
You what?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry where we got the hair. Just know that it was pure as gold, as corn.
What are you doing there?
Nothing, I swear, just passing by.
I touched that hair. Don't you understand? I cannot have touched the ingredients.
The corn! The corn!
Oh. Right. Actually, I didn't even think about that. Yeah. Rapunzel... we saw her climbing Rapunzel's hair to get onto the tower. And she said that she can't touch the ingredients, which means... That's so obvious in hindsight that I didn't even think about it. Wait, where else were they supposed to get a hair as pure as gold? As corn? Gold as corn.
Have the corn, pull it from the ear, feed it to the cow, quickly.
Quickly, hurry.
This had better work, old man, before the last
Why would that work, honestly?
stroke of midnight. Your son will be the last of your flesh and blood.
Son!
Please, not now.
Oh, actually, okay, I had this thought way back when we first met this guy, and he was like giving advice to the baker. I was like, is that like the baker's dad? But I didn't say anything because I had like no evidence besides like a gut feeling. I should have said it anyway, because then I could have been like, ah, got it, I knew it from the start, but I can't really claim that anymore.
Yes! Meet your father.
Father! How could that be you? I thought you died in a baking accident.
I did not mean to run away from you, son.
It's working.
She's milking!
Listen, he lost his memories in a baking accident. Something happened.
No, not now. Into the gap, into the gap.
Wait, Father, wait. Is she milking? It's working. We did it. We did it. Father!
Is she okay? Looks like she's dying there.
All is repaired.
It seems like they're all dying. What's happening?
Father! He's dead!
Oh. Oh, I guess. Okay, I mean, I guess this isn't that makes sense because in Rapunzel, the witch, which I forget her name. I keep forgetting her name, but to be fair, we haven't been given her name. She's just the witch. That's all she needs to be. I'm pretty sure in Disney's version, she would use the hair of Rapunzel to like give herself youth. And here she needed to do this whole process to give herself renewed youth, which is interesting. She looks good. Is it the same actress, just like without the makeup and with like a costume under it? Or did they change actors while I wasn't looking?
And so the mysterious old man died, having helped end the curse on his house.
Why he die? Was he cursed to live until the curse would end? Or something? It's very
For
odd.
the baker, there would be no reunion with his father, and he and his wife, bewildered, returned home.
Hey, I'm sure you weren't missing that much, to be honest. He was living in the woods for a while.
The witch, having been punished with age and ugliness that fateful night when her beans were stolen and the lightning flashed, was now restored to her former state of youth.
Oh. Wait, so the ugliness and age was a curse. I thought she had just gotten old and she was trying to reverse it. Interesting.
And beauty.
What a pose.
Milky White, after a night of severe indigestion, was reunited with a now wealthy Jack.
I mean, I'm surprised the cow survived all that. It literally ate just like hair, a shoe. The shoe is really the big one. An entire cloak or like hood. It feels like a lot of things are not meant to consume, but I guess that cow has a stronger digestive system than I do.
As for the prince,
Hello, Prince.
he began
Are we gonna see what happened to the prince who got his like eyes poked out by thorns?
his search for the foot to fit the golden slipper. Now, when he reached Cinderella's house, Cinderella's stepmother took the slipper into Florinda's room.
Careful, my toe. Darling, I know what'll we do. It'll have to go, but when you're his bride, you can sit or ride. You'll...
Right, again, I forgot. I forgot about that from the original. That's so messed up. Literally carving the toes away to fit into the slipper, as if that would work. Because if I was the prince, I'd be like, man, your shoe fits, but there's a lot of blood. In fact, can I get a look at your like toes? And it's like, no, it's a medical condition. You cut off your toes, didn't you? He's like, no.
Never need to walk.
Oh, they got a little fake toe as well. Oh, that like, ooh, that deeply disturbed me.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain. Joined the prince on his horse, riding off to become his bride.
He didn't even check the foot. He's like, oh, well, it fits, so let's go. Gallop away.
Look at the blood within the shoe. This one is not the bride, that's true.
You really didn't need magic intervention to tell you to check the shoe. I feel like you should have done that, because I'm sure some people have a foot that they can force in, like, very painfully into the shoe.
Search for the foot that
Get out of here. Gallop in reverse.
The prince returned the false bride and asked the other sister to try on the shoe.
Don't cut off her toes as well, man.
Why won't it fit?
Darling, be still. Cut off a bit of the heel and it will. And when you're his wife, you'll such a life, you'll never need to walk.
No. No.
Imagining cutting off your heel. It's such a, like, they're making it very comedic here, thankfully, but it's such a visceral, horrific image in my mind. I'm like, oh gosh. Like, one of my fears, I think, I have a fear of things when it comes to, like, my wrists in general, because of a movie I saw when I was a kid, and also because of a movie I saw when I was a kid, of things of my, like, my ankles getting, my Achilles heel getting cut or something. Oh my gosh, just the thought of that horrifies me to such a profound, deep level.
The girl obeyed and swallowed her pain. But as she was helped on the back of the horse by the prince, he noticed the blood trickling from the shoe.
Guys, honestly, also, after the first time, I feel like you should realize, you should at least check immediately. Alright, is there blood in the shoe? It shouldn't have to be something you gotta, like, notice by accident. Yeah, it is pretty gross, man.
Have you no other daughter?
To which the woman replied,
No. Only a little stunted kitchen wench, which his late wife left behind.
This man is such a pushover. Awful father.
But she's much too dirty. She cannot show herself.
I insist.
and when Cinderella presented herself and tried on the blood-soaked slipper, it
You didn't even clean the blood off, man.
fit like a glove.
This is the true bride.
I always wanted a son.
I misunderstood that for a brief second. I was like, I thought he was calling Cinderella's like, oh man, my son, because she was like so dirty. But no, I think he's referring to the prince there.
And much to the dismay of the stepmother and her daughters, the prince took Cinderella on his horse and rode off.
Yippee.
No blood at all within the shoe.
Oh, sorry. I should really do something about that alarm. But also, is Cinderella happy with this? She seemed really, really against, you know, marrying the prince before.
This is the proper bride for you, fit to attend a prince.
Alright. Got some magic confirmation that this is totally okay, I guess.
And finally, as for Rapunzel, she bore twins and lived impoverished in the desert. Until the day her prince, wandering aimlessly, heard that voice so familiar that he went towards it. As he approached, Rapunzel, overjoyed at seeing him, fell into his arms, weeping. Two of her tears wetted his eyes, and their touch restored his vision.
It's a lot less like cute in reality. Is like if you're crying so much that your tears fall onto the face of another person, or I mean, and you know, some people don't cry like cutesy or like delicately. They sob and like snot comes out. I guess it's it's a lot less romantic when you imagine it like that. But hey, it heals his eyes, so that's really what matters. Also, did nobody look for the prince when he vanished into the woods? With like, I mean, I guess they wouldn't know that his eyes were like poked out, but like, I feel like you would look for him, right? Oh.
I was going to come fetch you just as soon as you learned your lesson.
Hey, witch. Actually, how long has she been here in the woods? I guess we don't really have... It's like a musical, so it's like hard to like get a sense of like time. She could have been out here for literally months, or just like a couple days. But it really depends on how long has she had been like pregnant with these two like babies.
Who are you?
Surely you remember.
No. Oh, he recognized her. That's all it took.
Mother?
This is who I truly am. Come with me, child. We can be happy as we once were.
She will not go with you!
Let her speak for herself.
Bro, you sent her to the desert to live impoverished with her two babies and poked the eyes out of the person that her lover.
You are the only family I know. Come with me. Please.
Oh. Like, listen, I do get it. It's like, yeah, we're family. As I was saying before, I do genuinely believe that the witch loves Rapunzel in her own way. But also, you can't just hold on to a person for their entire life, keep them literally locked in a tower, away from others, not letting them make connections or anything.
You give me no choice. Bah!
What? Oh wait, there was no flash. They know her tricks, so they're looking down just to make sure. It's like, oh no, it's still intact. What are you What are you trying to do? Let's get out of here before she figures out her problem.
As is often the way in these tales, in exchange for her youth and beauty, the witch lost her powers.
Yeah, that probably wasn't the best idea. But really, is that a common thing in like fairy tales where in exchange, like the beautiful people don't have powers while the ugly ones do? I guess I don't know enough about varied fairy tales to be able to say. That's interesting. Very interesting.
When the wedding with the prince was celebrated, Lucinda and Florinda attended, hoping to win favor with Cinderella and share in her good fortune. But as the sisters stood by the blessed couple, pigeons swooped down upon them, poked out their eyes, and blinded them.
Did Cinderella tell them to do that, or did the birds just do that on their own? Why? Also, I guess, like, I don't know where things are going now, because we're, like, an hour 19 in. I feel like all the plot lines are getting wrapped up, but there's still, like, another hour and 10 minutes left. So I'm like, are we just going to get more plot lines now? Is it going to be the ever after in these kind of thing?
I see your prince has found you.
Yes.
Thank you for the slipper.
I didn't think I'd wed a prince.
I didn't think I'd ever find you.
I didn't think we could be so happy.
And it came to pass, all that seemed wrong was now right. The kingdoms were filled with joy, and those who deserved to were certain to live a long and happy life.
This really does feel like we're about to get the... And they all lived happily ever after. And then they're like, or did they?
Ever after. Ever after. Journey over, all is mended, and it's not just for today, but tomorrow and extended ever after. Ever after. All the curses have been ended, the reverses wiped away.
Although, I guess this brings us back to a video that I saw before, which was talking about ever afters being such like a blank, a freeze frame. As soon as it says, and they all lived happily ever after, then the story ends, and they just stay like that in that happy moment forever. There's no dying of old age. There's no other problems that come up in their lives. They're just like this for eternity, which is kind of a disturbing thought.
All is tenderness and laughter for forever after. Happy now and happy and happy ever after. There were dangers and confusions, and the paths would often swerve. There were constant disillusions.
Yeah.
They never lost their nerve, and they reached the right conclusions.
And we got what we deserve. Not sorrow, tenderness and laughter. Joy today and bliss tomorrow and forever after.
I was greedy.
I was vain.
I was haughty.
I was smug. We were happy. It was fun.
We were blind.
Then we went into the woods together, wishing I were really blind. I was perfect. I had everything but beauty. I had.
I'm wondering. I'm like trying to think of where we're gonna go from here, because like, yeah, okay, the villains were punished, the protagonist succeeded. She had everything she wanted. She traded it for beauty, and now she lost a lot of power and everything.
And I
Really.
darted like a flower in a tower. Then I went into the woods to get my wish, and now I'm ordinary. Lost my power and my flower. Happy now and happy and such well as ever after. Happy is our promises, been worthy of our days. Because to be happy, you must see your
It's like, I'm not with them. All right.
wish come true.
Don't be careful, don't be clever. When you see your wish pursue, it's a dangerous endeavor, but the only thing to do.
Though it's fearful, though it's deep, though it's dark, and though you may lose the path, though you may come to lose. You must confront, you must confront, you must confront.
Or maybe the thing that they're going with, because I remember that the baker said a line, which I thought was really which I liked a lot, which was, hopefully after all of this, I remain, like I stay as brave as I am now, so like I don't backslide. And I brought up the fact that you can have your adventure, and then afterwards it's really easy to fall into your old bad habits that you overcame, because life doesn't end just with you winning. You gotta stay not losing, pretty much. Is that kind of what's gonna happen here? Into the woods. Into the woods.
To lift the spell.
Into the woods to lose the lonely.
Into the woods to have the child.
To wed the prince.
To get the money.
To save the house.
To kill the wolf.
To find the father.
To conquer the kingdom. To have to wait. To get to save. To kill. To kick. To go to the festival. Into the woods.
You could just go into the woods for everything in fairy tales, apparently. If you want it, it's probably into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods.
To be continued.
To be continued. A really, really good Act 1. I don't know what to expect from Act 2 at all, even slightly. But I guess we'll find out. Probably with a little time skip, I imagine. Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods and out of the woods. How long is this gonna... I like the animal sounds, but, Act 2. Okay, yeah, we are seeing them again, so... We're seeing their futures now. We get to watch the actual Ever After and what it's like. I mean, I'm not that surprised. There's a lot of different media representing the Ever After, and usually it's really depressing. People never make the Ever Afters actually happy, which is like, I get it, but it makes me sad a little bit. Hey there, narrator.
Once upon a time. Later.
Ooh.
I wish
In that same far-off kingdom
more than anything.
lived the young princess,
than life.
the lad Jack,
More than football.
I wish.
and the baker with his family.
No, I miss.
I wish.
I wish.
More than anything.
More than the moon.
I wish to sponsor a festival.
More than life.
I
The
miss.
time has come for a festival.
More than riches.
And more.
I miss my kingdom up in the sky.
More than anything.
I wish we had more room.
Another room.
Oh. The sisters are here. You know, I'm kind of surprised, but I guess Cinderella's nice enough to be like, yeah, it's okay, you guys got blinded, and it might kind of potentially be my fault, so I'll let you guys stay in the castle.
But despite some minor inconveniences, they were all quite content.
Oh, really?
I never thought I'd wed a prince.
I never thought I'd find perfection.
I never thought I could be so happy. Not an unhappy moment since.
Didn't think we'd be this
Not
rich.
a conceivable objection.
I never thought we'd have a baby.
I didn't know I could be so happy. Happy now.
Okay, kind of surprised. I'll be honest, I'm genuinely a little surprised that they seem overall happy. Although, these three are still scheming, it seems.
Oh, happy hands, happy ever after.
Trying to get in the way between them.
We're so happy, you're so happy. Just
Yeah.
as long as you stay happy, we'll stay happy.
Not one wrong.
Hearts of
I mean, alright, sure, whatever you say, girls.
With my cow.
little girl
Darling, I must go now.
should really sell it.
Where's the cheesecloth?
Wishes may bring problems such that you regret them. Better that though than to never get them. I'm going to be a perfect wife.
I'm going to be the perfect son.
I skipped over it, like, I didn't comment on it before, but the fact that he misses this, you know, island in the sky. When I heard the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, I remember a mention of the one giant that he, like, became friends with. And when he, like, cut down the beanstalk, my thought was, oh, he's never gonna see her again, and she's never gonna see him again. That's really sad. Was it a she in the original fairy tale? I don't remember. In the one that I saw, I mean. But it is kind of sad. He's, like, separated.
I'm going to see that he is so happy. I never thought I'd love my life. I would have settled for another than to become a wife.
Then to be set for love.
To get a child, that fortune smile. I'm so happy.
You guys didn't have to settle for anything. Let's go.
Oh, if only this cottage were a little larger.
I will expand our quarters in due time.
Why expand when we could simply move to another cottage?
No, we will not move. This was my father's house, and now it will be my son's.
And you would
I mean, I also cursed before, but at this point, you worked so hard to uncurse it, you might as well.
raise your child alongside a witch?
Now, why does he always cry when I hold him?
Babies cry, he's fine. You know, you needn't hold him as if he were so fragile.
Oh, no, he wants his mother.
No, please. Oh,
You're holding him as if he's gonna collapse into nothingness. He can probably feel that you're nervous, which makes them nervous.
no, I cannot take care of him all of the time.
I will care for him when he is older.
We had to go through thick and thin.
We had to lose a lot to win.
so much I hadn't been.
She's so like awkward every time they're like trying to be nice to her, because I'm sure she knows that they're just doing it because she's like princess queen now technically. I don't know how it works exactly. Oh, what would?
Oh my goodness.
What was that? Also, really cool effect of the house like falling apart. Because literally, wow, everything like fell. What
Are you all right?
was that? A dragon? No.
And the baby. Is the baby all right? Yes, sir.
Hey, hey, witch, did you do this? I don't think so, actually.
Have you done this to our house?
Always thinking of yourself. My garden.
What of your garden?
Look.
Destroyed.
What has
I
happened?
was thrown to the ground. I saw nothing.
What could do such a thing?
An earthquake.
No earthquake. My garden has been trampled. Those are footprints.
Footprints. Okay, probably not a dragon then. I'm like trying to think of the like very, very few fairy tales that I know off the top of my head that could cause this.
Who could do such a thing?
Anything that leaves a footprint that large is no who.
Do you think it was a bear?
A bear. Bears are
Are they giants? Are the giants invading? Oh gosh.
sweet. Besides, you ever see a bear with 40-foot feet?
Dragon?
No scorch marks. Usually they're linked.
Manticore.
Imaginary.
Griffin?
Extinct.
Giant.
Griffins are extinct. That's tragic.
Possible.
How did they get down? Wait, actually, I do know how they got down. The bean that Cinderella threw. I guess maybe because it was a single bean, it took longer to grow into all the way to the top.
Very, very possible.
A giant.
Maybe we should tell someone.
Who are you going to tell?
I don't know, the local garrison, so they can inform the army. Well, actually, I don't know. I don't think medieval kingdoms had standing armies, did they? Unless they were like pretty big. This one's pretty small, so they probably don't have one. But at least inform somebody who can inform somebody. Or I guess they don't know anybody.
The royal family, of course.
The royal family. I wouldn't count on them to snuff out a rat. With a giant, we'll all have to go to battle. Giant's the worst. Giant has a brain. Hard to outwit. A giant. A giant's just like us. Only bigger.
Wow. So a bit slower, but much stronger, and just as smart. That's really dangerous combination. Although, are they just as smart? I feel like they would need way more energy just to like exist. Like even ignoring the square cube law, which would make it that you can't really be, that giants can't really exist. Just the amount of energy they would need to just stay awake is, I feel like, would get in the way of higher order like thought. But then again, at the same time, they're magic, so who cares?
Much, much bigger. So big. That we are just an expendable bug.
I really like the way she talks. It's so funny.
Beneath its foot. Boom!
Fee, fi, fo, fum.
Crunch.
I crunch you under my big fat thumb. Why'd you do that? Witches are weird, man.
We are moving.
That's a fair conclusion.
The baker proceeded to the castle, but not before visiting Jack and his mother.
Oh, look, Milky White, it's the butcher.
You're off slightly by professions, but both work with food, so
Baker. The baker.
What can we...
he's still not He's still missing a few screws in his brain, but he's trying. I respect that.
Do for you, sir.
I am here to investigate the destruction that was wrought upon our house today.
Jack has been home with me all day.
To be fair, I could believe that Jack would destroy a house somehow.
Baker told Jack and his mother that he feared there was a giant in the land.
I can recognize a giant's footsteps. I could go to your house.
No such thing.
Any help at all that your
Sorry,
son
but you'll get none from us. No one cared when there was a giant in my backyard. I don't remember you volunteering to come to my
A
aid.
giant in your backyard is one thing. A crushed home is quite another.
Look,
Is it? Is it really? I don't know. Well, I guess kind of, because like, oh, in one you can be like, yeah, it's dead, so I guess it's not an urgent deal, but it will become an issue. So if you could help me at any time, whenever, sometime soon, and then no one helped, I can get that then.
young man, giants never strike the same house twice. I wouldn't worry.
I am taking the news to the castle nonetheless.
You just made up that piece of advice. No one knows anything about giants.
And when the baker arrived at the castle, it was the princess who greeted his news. The story unfolds.
Excuse me, madam. This small man insists on seeing you.
Oh, princess! I am
Hey
here
there.
to report the appearance of a giant in the land.
Where did you see a giant?
I didn't exactly see it.
Then how do you know there is a giant in the land?
Because our house...
Because your house got destroyed and... Oh. Don't worry about that. That's just my mom.
house was destroyed, and there are footprints.
That could have been caused by any number of things. I will show you
Oh,
to
no,
the
no,
door.
no, no. A nearby household was visited by a giant, and not long ago, descending from a beanstalk.
Oh, yes, I remember.
That giant
There we go. Finally. I'm so glad people didn't just forget. Oh yeah, giants were here, so I guess it's not that weird that they'd be here nearby.
was slain. Now come
No,
on.
no, no, wait, please wait. We have a young child. Princess, please. Our child was very difficult to come by. And his safety is of great importance to me.
You are so annoying. Get out of here. Let him speak to the princess.
Are we entirely through now?
Yes.
I will take this news up with the prince when he returns.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm going off to market, Jack.
Goodbye, Mother.
Now I want you to stay inside.
Jack is gonna go off to find that giant.
I've been outside all day.
Oh, Jack, listen to me. I don't want you out when there might be a giant on the loose.
Mother, I know how to kill a giant.
You killed a giant by like letting it fall from like, you know, a beanstalk. I feel like fighting one on more even terms is a bit much for you, to be honest.
We've had our fill of giants.
Mother.
Enough! Promise me, son, you won't leave your surroundings.
Mother, I'm a man now.
You're still a little boy in your mother's eyes. I want you to promise.
I mean, you'll always be a little boy in your mother's eyes. Every kid is. They're always like children in the eyes of their parents.
All right, I promise.
What happened
Hey.
to your house?
Oh, Little Red, what's up?
We've had a baking accident.
A baking...
Yeah, baking accidents, they're really dangerous, you know? They killed his dad. Well, and his mom. Don't worry about it. The details.
Well, there's no use frightening the young thing.
You can't frighten her.
She's wearing a wolf cloak right now. I really don't think you can.
Well, I guess Granny will have to do without the bread and sweets. Besides, I have all I can carry.
My goodness, why such a load?
Oh, well, I'm moving in with Granny. We had an accident too.
What
I
happened?
came home to find our house collapsed as if a big wind blew it in. I couldn't find my mother anywhere.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay. Isn't it the big bad wolf from the story of like the Three Piggies? Interesting. So we got giants, we got piggies.
So I salvaged what I could and now I'm off.
Oh, good friends. What news have you?
Hey, bird people. Or bird.
What of Mother's grave? What kind of trouble? Oh, no, I can't
investigate? A princess is not supposed to go into the woods unescorted.
You'll be fine, honestly, princess. Let's be real.
Oh, good idea. I will disguise myself and go to see what's wrong. Oh, thank you, birds.
We'll take you to Granny.
What friendly birds? Always giving, you know, got news on them.
What?
We're not going to let her go alone.
All right, I will take you.
I don't need anyone to take me. I've gone many times before.
Not when such winds have been blowing.
That's right. We'll all take you.
No.
I'm not about to stay here with the baby when a
Don't make them stay here. Also, wait, whoa, don't. You gotta bring the baby, hopefully.
wind might return to this house, too.
I know Mother made me promise, but I'm going to find that giant anyway.
Into the woods, it's always when you think at last you're through, and then into the woods you go again to take another journey.
It's time to get back into the woods. You know what? Everyone's pretty like gung-ho. They're like, all right, let's get back into the woods. I feel kind of like worried that things are gonna go slightly worse this time, though. I don't know why.
Into the woods, the weather's clear. We've been before, we've not to fear. Into the woods, away from here.
To the woods to find the giant.
Into the woods.
To grandmother's house.
Grandmother house.
Into the woods, the path is straight, no reason then to hesitate.
Into the woods.
It's not so late, it's just another journey.
Into the woods, but not too long. The skies are strange, the winds are strong.
Back to her old clothing.
Into the woods to see what's wrong.
Into the woods to
slay
slay
the
a
giant.
giant. What is that a monocle?
Into the woods to shield the
To
child.
flee the wind.
To find the future,
To shield.
Slay.
to find.
Oh, I think those are just just complete glasses. Wow, they're big.
Fix. To hide.
To move.
To battle.
To see what the trouble is.
I'm so worried to see like Jack out here. I really don't think his battle's gonna go well. Ah. Hey Rapunzel, what's up?
What are you doing here? What's the matter?
What happened?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, with an expression like that, I can't help but believe you. I guess you are fine, huh?
You just locked me in a tower without company for 14 years. Then blinded my prince and banished me to a desert where I had little to eat and again no company, and then bore twins. Because of the way you treated me, I'll never be happy.
Oh. Wait, what happened with you and your prince? What happened?
I was just trying to be a good mother.
Yeah, you are being a really bad mother. You failed at that.
With me, there's a giant running about.
Oh.
Brother, what a surprise. Brother, how good to see you.
What? Yeah, actually, why are you guys here again? What happened with you and Rapunzel?
What brings you to the wood today? I am investigating news of a giant.
You investigating news of a giant? My father would not even do that. That's business for your steward or less.
Well, what brings you into the wood?
My Rapunzel has run off.
I mean, I wouldn't trust your steward to, like, do anything, to be honest with you, so it's good you're checking it yourself.
Oh, she's a changed woman. Subject to hysterical fits of crying, moods that no soul could predict. I know not what to do.
What a pity.
I mean, that's just what happens when you've been locked in a tower for 14 years and you don't know how to interact with people or deal with your emotions, and you're essentially, like, your education isn't super great, and you're never taught how to, like, you know, treat yourself and, like, and all that kind of stuff. I'm not surprised she is quote-unquote hysterical.
And Cinderella?
She remains well.
Does she? Now, brother, do
Yeah.
tell me what you're really doing here.
Are they gonna have another, like, duet similar to Agni?
High in a tower, like yours was, but higher, a beauty asleep. All round the tower, a thicket of briar, 100 feet deep. Agony, no frustration more keen.
It's also wild that they just keep wanting to like one up each other and like my love is way more beautiful than yours, and it was harder to like get her.
The one thing you want is a thing that you've not even seen.
I found a casket entirely of glass. No, it's unbreakable. Inside, don't ask it, a maiden, alas, just as unwakeable, but unmistakable.
Whoa, guys, why are you running into different princesses? You're married already. Leave that to like all other Prince Charmings.
Agony is the way always barred. She has skin white as snow.
Did you learn her name?
No, there's a dwarf standing guard. Agony, such that princes must weep.
It is weird how often princes just run into beautiful maidens in really weird magical situations.
Always enthralled, most to anything, almost or something asleep.
If it were not for the thicket,
A thicket's no trick, is it thick?
it's the thickest.
The quickest is pick it apart with a
The Tower in the Thicket. I'm trying to think of which fairy tale is that. Is that makes me think of the one that has like Maleficent, but isn't that like a I thought that was like a Disney original. I mean, of course it wouldn't be. A lot of their original stuff was just based off other myths. So, but I don't know what that fairy tale is called.
Yes, but even one prick, it's my thing about blood.
well, it's sick.
It's no sicker than your thing with dwarves.
Dwarfs are very upsetting.
That's the only issue? They're just upsetting to be around?
Not forgetting the tasks unachievable, mountains unscalable, if it's conceivable, but unavailable. Not to know what you miss, while they lie there for years,
And you cry on their beers.
what unbearable bliss, agony.
I'm so confused. Why are they singing about like different stories? Guys, you already got your happily ever after.
That can cut like
I mean, it went badly, but still.
a knife. Ah, well, back to my wife.
Also, yeah, how did we even get to this topic? I thought you were here looking for your wife. Is it now that, well, I have my wife, but then while I was in the forest, I actually found this, like, beautiful... Is that how this happened? Why? I guess you can't trust a prince who falls in love at first sight with a genuinely random person to stay in love with you until when they find another super beautiful person in a similarly magical situation.
Rapunzel. I must be off. Godspeed to you, brother.
Godspeed.
Yes, please try to be a good husband, man. He seemed like so... I don't think he's going to be, because he seems so, like, frustrated with Rapunzel. Then again... Well, I don't want to defend him, but then again, at the same time, it is really hard to deal with a person like Rapunzel. Because through no fault of her, she has been sabotaged in all sides of her development. It's rough.
Are you certain this is the right direction?
We went down the dell.
Perhaps you forgot the way.
The path is straight.
No, what straight? What? There is no path.
Well, where's the stream? Where's the lily pond? Where's Granny?
Calm down, just calm down. Maybe we should turn back.
No.
No. We will just have to find Granny's without the path.
The path got... Huh, what happened to the path? Did the giant destroy it?
Mother warned me to never stray from the path.
The path has strayed from you.
Oh, wait.
True, I guess.
familiar. You see in the distance 3 oak trees.
Yes, I recognize that.
Who might that be?
And
That's the steward in the royal family.
the steward of the royal family. Oh, right, they're blind. So who are these
What
people?
brings you into the woods?
The castle has been set upon by a giant.
No.
I warned you. Why didn't you do something?
I don't make policy, I just carry it out.
Did you tell anybody about it? I mean, I guess the prince hasn't been home, so the one person, essentially the people in charge, just aren't there to be like, hey, we should do something about this.
And I warned you, you can't count on a royal family to solve your problems.
All right, I think it best we return to the village right
I wouldn't
now.
be in such a rush if I were you. Guess which path the giant took to the castle?
What do you mean?
All that's left of my garden is a sack of beans.
No, the village is destroyed. Oh, the beans? Wait. The beans. That's all we need. Get back up there.
And there's not much left of your house either.
No, I was told giants rarely strike the same house twice.
And you believe that? Like, actually? Kind of deserved, man.
Oh my.
Whoa, wait, I'm so excited to see the giant. How do they make them? It's like a puppet, a cutout? What? Whoa. Oh, okay, so this is the giant that Jack became friends with. I wonder if she's mad that he stole stuff.
That sign!
Where is the lad who killed my husband?
There is no lad here!
We haven't seen him!
I want the lad who climbed the beanstalk.
I'll get him for you right away! Don't move!
Okay, so we don't get to see her. Unfortunate. Alright, fair enough.
It was you who destroyed our house, not a great win! And it's because of you I've no mother!
And who destroyed my house? That boy asked for shelter. Then he stole our gold, our hen, and our harp. Then he killed my husband. I must avenge the wrongdoing. You're not responsible for him.
I mean, to be fair, she has all the right to be mad. Like, even when I first saw the story of Jack and the Beanstalk, it's like, bro, he breaks into their home, steals from them, kills one of them, and he's the hero? Huh? Like, the only defense you can give him is that giants are monsters that I guess eat people, which, like, kind of balances it, but it's still a little like, bro.
She's right! You can't reason with a dumb giant!
Why would you say that in front of the giant?
Not all giants are dumb. Now give me the boy.
We told you he's not here!
The girl is telling the truth.
I know he's there, and I'm going to wait right here until he's delivered to me.
Now, the giant, who was nearsighted and had lost her glasses, remained convinced that she'd found the lad, and there was no
The glasses that Jack found before.
consensus among them which course of action to take.
Put a spell on her.
I no longer have my powers. If I did, you think I'd be standing here with all of you? Now!
Unfortunate. Beauty, it costs a lot of things, including magic, I guess.
We'll have to give her someone. Let's do it! It's in his line of duty to sacrifice his life.
Don't be ridiculous! I'm not giving up my life for anyone!
Yes, you are. Guys, it's him. Everybody just point at him and be like, yeah, it was this guy.
I'm waiting.
Now, you must understand, these were not people familiar with making choices. Their experience in the woods in no way prepared them for a force this great.
Excuse me. Would you like a blind girl instead?
At this point, they're just trying anything. It's like, listen, let me give you a deal. Instead of the boy, what if I give you 2 blind girls? That way, you're technically getting double what you're asking for.
Put them out of their misery.
Rude.
Not that miserable.
What are you
Yeah, they're fine. It's all right to be.
Talking about she doesn't want a woman.
Fine. What do you suggest we do?
I'm still waiting.
It's interesting to examine the moral issue involved here. Now, the finality of stories such as these dictates What?
Uh-oh. No. Wait, no, you can't kill the narrator. we kind of need him to tell the story. But then again, look at him out there away from all the danger, telling the story as if of our lives of risking it is like, kill him, throw him at the crowd, the giant.
No, no, no. Sorry. I tell the story. I'm not part of it.
That's right.
Oh.
Not one of us.
Only from the outside.
That's my job.
No, we got him. He's not like us. Get him.
There'll always be someone on the outside.
You're going to be on the inside now.
You're making a big mistake. There must always be an outside observer to pass the story along.
Some of us don't like the way you've been telling it.
Uh-oh. I mean, he's been telling it pretty objectively. But, I mean, without the narrator... Sorry, my eyes. Without the narrator, what's gonna happen? Everything's gonna fall apart.
You dragged me into this, you'll never know how the story turns out. You'll be lost.
Wait, he's right. He's the only one that knows the story.
You think it'll be fun telling us yourself? Now think of your child.
Yes, he's right. He's right. Leave him alone. You put that away, young lady.
Thank goodness.
You don't want to live in a world of chaos.
Oh, well, I guess we're living in a world of chaos. This is probably fine. This is probably fine.
This is not the lad. Don't drop.
Well, you sacrificed the narrator for nothing. Well, what happens next?
Why? Why did you push him into her arms?
You wanted to get rid of him too.
Well, we might have thought of something else.
If it were up to you, a decision would never be made. Well, now that he's gone, we'll never know what will happen next.
Don't say that.
We'll manage.
Oh, must I search among you for the lad?
He's just a boy. We had no food to eat, and he's
The mother's here. She's gonna get eaten. No! Jack, your greed has condemned your mother, I feel like.
sold his beloved cow in exchange for magic beans. If anyone is to be punished, it's the man that made that exchange.
That's right. It was your responsibility. Now I must punish him for his wrong.
I mean, unfortunately, the man who made the exchange is the baker, so kill the baker?
We've suffered too. Do you think it was a picnic disposing of your husband's remains?
It's probably not the best thing to say, but at least she's honest.
You're getting me angry.
What about our loss? Who has been flouncing through our kingdom?
I don't... Like, I get what you're saying, and I do kind of agree. I don't think she cares. I'm pretty sure she's just mad right now.
Hide my son, and you'll never find him.
Don't upset the
You'll
giant.
never find him.
I'm warning you.
Don't hold back this instant. We'll get you for all that you've done. We'll...
Where is your son?
Rapunzel, where'd you come from? Why'd you screaming?
Is that him?
No! 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 This is
The
not
boy's
the
hiding in the steeple tower.
Well, if he is not, I will return and find you.
Rapunzel!
Come.
Sir.
It's like, Rapunzel, let's get out of here before the giant consumes us.
No! Don't step on the...
Who just died? Was that Rapunzel who just died? Oh wow, they hit her hard. I guess they had to stop her from angering the giant somehow. But holy cow. Wow, this is not at all the way I expected things to go. Rapunzel is just dead. Rapunzel's prince is probably gonna be like, dang, I guess I've gotta go get Snow White. But then again, he did seem at least like mildly horrified that his wife is dead now. Well, not even mildly, just like... Oof.
She's in poor condition.
Wake up.
Don't let them get Jack.
Oh, we won't.
Promise me you won't let him be hurt as I stand here at death's door.
I'll do all I can.
Promise. Promise!
It's all right, I promise.
All right. You made a promise in a fairy tale. You don't break that promise or you'll be cursed.
Jack.
No,
Is she-
no, come away from there.
Is she...
You!
Is she dead? Is that her, like, death's, like, rigor mortis stance?
You killed her.
I was thinking of the greater good. That's my job.
If you were thinking of the greater good, you should have sacrificed yourself for everybody else. It's always the greater good until your own sacrifice is for good, huh? Okay, where was Cinderella during all of this?
This is the world I meant. Couldn't you listen? Couldn't you stay content? Safe behind walls.
That kind of pisses me off. Oh my gosh. Singing like, oh yeah, this happened because you didn't obey me. This happened because you locked your daughter in a tower. And when she, like any reasonable human would, looked for freedom and realized that she couldn't handle it, but still wanted freedom, she suffered for it. If you had been a good mother, you would have prepared her for the world instead of just hiding her from it.
As I could not.
Makes me like genuinely frustrates me.
No matter what you say, children won't listen. No matter what you know, children refuse to.
Is that the moral here? Listen to well, I guess that's a very fairy tale moral if you think about it. I feel like most fairy tales were pretty much, hey, obey your mother or the the kid eater will devour you. He's like, pretty much. It's like.
Guide them along the way. Still they won't listen. Children can only grow from something you love to something you lose.
I mean, that doesn't have to be like those aren't contradictory, you know? They can be somebody you love and somebody who you lose, quote unquote, at the same time while you still love them.
Life was so steady, and now this. When are things going to return to normal?
We must be gone if we're to arrive before nightfall.
Where are you going?
We're off to a hidden kingdom. Shh, we can't take everyone.
Fools, there's nowhere to hide.
You'll never get there. We have to stay here and find a way out of this together.
Yeah, we do. I mean, I wouldn't trust them to help at all, but honestly, them leaving is probably for the best since they are kind of useless. But also, a hidden kingdom. How hidden could it possibly
Some
be?
people are cut out to battle giants and others are not. I don't have the Constitution. And as long as I can be
Also true.
no help, I'm going to hide. Now, everything will work out fine in the end.
Not always.
I hope the giant
I mean, fairy tales always end with everything working out fine.
steps on them all.
You shouldn't say that.
You were thinking the same thing.
It's fine. The giant will probably step on them all.
Well, this is terrible. We just saw 3 people die.
Since when are you so squeamish? How many wolves have you carved up?
A wolf's not the same.
That's very different, man. from a bunch of people getting crushed to death in front of you compared to a wolf devouring people.
Ask a wolf's mother.
Stop it.
Ask a wolf's mother. I mean, I guess if wolves are sapient in this world, yeah, I guess that's just true. I didn't think about that. But to be fair, the wolves were eating people. And so were the giants.
I suggest we find that boy now and give her what she wants.
If we give her the boy, she'll kill him too.
And if we don't, she'll kill half the kingdom.
All right, one step at a time here. Now maybe if the boy apologizes and makes amends.
Yes, he'll return the stolen goods.
Yes, he's a very
the harp in the hand.
People are so blind.
That's definitely not gonna happen. She's so mad.
It's because of that boy there's a giant in our land. While you continue talking about this problem, I'll find that lad and I'll serve him to the giant for lunch.
That I mean, you guys have to find that boy first.
Well, are we going to let her feed him to the giant?
No.
No, I will have to find him first.
I'll go too.
No. You stay here with the baby.
No, we'll fan out. It will increase our...
Please stop trying to be like, you stay here or whatever. You're regressing, man. You learn that it takes two, at least.
chances of finding the boy.
But what if one of us were to get lost?
No, we'll count our steps from right here. No, not you. I need you to stay here and watch the baby, and I do not want you roaming about the woods. You understand me?
Please take care of the baby. I trust Little Red with the baby, honestly. She'll probably carve up anyone who tries to get too close.
Good girl.
London bin knife style.
You would leave our child with her?
Yes, the baby's asleep. He will be safe with the girl.
But what if the giants were to return here?
Well, the giant will not harm them. I know this.
How do you know?
I know.
But what if?
Oh, what if? Will only a giant's foot stop your arguing. 100 paces.
It's a tense situation, man. When everybody's lives at honestly, the whole danger of everything has escalated so much more, because before it was just like, oh yes, I mean, it's really important to them to be able to have their kid, but now there's but now it's like, oh gosh, everyone is going to die if we don't figure this out. Including my baby.
Go.
Take a deep breath, sing a song, get your emotions out.
1, 2, 3, 4.
78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 80.
The scene transitions are so smooth.
380. Sir! Hello, sir!
Oh. Hello?
Oh, you must be here to slay the giant.
Yes.
Have you come upon the giant yet?
No.
I have.
You have?
Yes.
Did you not actually know about the giant, or like, are you completely unaware? It's like, wait, there actually is a giant here?
And why are you alone in the woods?
Oh, I came with my husband. There's a bit, it's a long story.
It's really complicated. I guess you'll figure it out on your own later.
83, 84.
He would let you roam alone in the woods.
No, actually, that's my choice. I'm looking for a lad that
Your
the giant...
choice?
Yes.
How brave.
Oh. All it takes is a woman acting slightly differently from the stereotypes for him to fall in love, huh?
Oh, brave.
Yes. Oh. Anything can happen in the woods. May I kiss you?
Now this is where it gets interesting. I guess so. What? I mean, if it happens in the woods, just don't talk about it. Your wife is alive, you know? Like, unlike your brother, your wife is still alive.
Moment we could be crushed. Don't feel rushed.
This is ridiculous. What am I doing here? I'm in the wrong story.
Yeah, This is what happens when you start mixing fairy tales. Things get a little weird.
No, wait, one moment, please, sir. We can't do this. You have a princess.
Well, yes, I do.
And I have a baker.
No, the music doesn't care. It's like, but he's charming. And this is, and this seems like the perfect time for a romantic subplot.
Well, of course, you're right. How foolish. Foolishness can happen in the woods. Once again, please. Let your hesitations be hushed. Any moment, big or small, is a moment. After all, seize the moment. Skies may fall any moment.
I guess, I mean, I feel like it's an emotionally vulnerable moment at the moment. And she did want the prince really bad. Like when before when she's like talking to Cinderella, and she's like, is the prince charming? He's like, yeah, he's charming. He's like, and she kept asking about him. And then when she did see the princes, she was like, oh, both princes? And she nearly followed after them. I guess it's a situation where, you know, also she just had an argument with her husband. Everything's really emotional right now. I feel like she's at her most vulnerable in this kind of situation for this thing to happen. Cheating is so charming, isn't it? Ugh, isn't it?
No. This is not right.
Right and wrong don't matter in the woods. Only feelings let us meet the moment unblushed. Life is often so
She's like, dang, am I really doing this? She's like baffled. But I guess so.
Pleasant, you must know that as a peasant, best to take the moment present as a present for the moment.
Jack!
And now she's been swept off her feet. I hate these princes, man.
Jack!
They're awful.
81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Jack!
Oh, Cinderella.
What's wrong, ma'am? May I be of some service?
The tree has fallen. Mother's grave destroyed.
I'm sorry.
My wishes have just been crushed.
Oh, no, don't say that.
It's true. Oh, you wouldn't understand.
No. I was gonna be like, is it like a thing where whatever magic existed from like their marriage that like brought them together, now that the tree is destroyed, it's like gone. But honestly, I feel like the prince is just the kind of guy who would fall in love with anybody. It's like a woman who is slightly different from normal. I'm in love with you. that's all it takes, man.
Well,
agony.
you can't stay here. There is a giant on the loose.
Well, I'm certain the prince will see to it that the giant is rid from our land.
There has been no sign of the prince. No doubt he's off somewhere seducing some young maiden.
What?
As I understand, that's what princes do.
Well, not.
I mean, yeah, that's pretty much what... Man, the medieval system in this universe must be so rough. He's like, there's no, like, intermarriages between royal families. It's just, like, princes heading off into the forest being like, I heard there was a maiden here. And then solving some sort of weird magical curse and being like, guess we're married.
Not every prince.
You look just like the princess, but dirty. You are the princess!
Oh, gosh. That costume didn't last much.
Get up.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, please get up. I'm not a princess here.
What are you to do?
I must be on my way back to the castle.
You haven't heard.
Yeah, the castle has been obliterated.
We came upon the royal family. The castle has been set upon by the giant.
No! Oh, and the prince?
No, he was not with them. Please, you must come with me. You will be safe in our company. This direction, quickly.
Wow, that's kind of wild. The two people who are being cheated on going off together, while the two people that, while their pairs are cheating together. That's rough. Only this kind of thing only happens in the woods, man. Stay out of the woods. They're still going at it. Don't fall off the stage, please.
I must leave you.
Why?
The giant?
Oh, yes. The giant.
Yeah. There's still that really important plot point happening. Well, you got whatever. It's fine.
I had almost forgotten. Will we find each other in the woods again?
This was just a moment in the woods. How a moment shimmering and lovely and sad. Leave the moment, just be glad for the moment that we had. Every moment is a moment when you're in the woods.
So, no. It's like, if I see you again, this didn't happen. Essentially, is what he's saying. Gosh. In his greasy hair.
Now I must go off to slay a giant. That is what the...
Good luck with that, man. I hope... Honestly, I hope you manage to do it. I don't think you will, but it would be impressive.
Next moment holds for me. I shall not forget you. How brave you are to be alone in the woods, and how alive you've made me feel.
That boo in the audience. I relate with that. He's such a phenomenal gaslighter. On God, my goodness.
What?
Oh. Are we good? I like my Twitch on another screen like glitched out for a moment. We're all right?
What was that?
What was that? That's a great question. I have no idea. I'm so baffled. I can't believe you cheated on your husband.
Was that me? Was that him? Did a prince really kiss me? And kiss me and kiss me? And did I kiss him back? Was it wrong? Am I mad? Is that all? Does he miss me? Was he suddenly getting bored with me?
I mean, I don't think... He says he's gonna remember you, but to be honest, actually, I think that for him, he's probably be like, well, I do remember her. It is true, so I didn't lie to her. He's like, but I don't miss her or anything. Just the fact that he's like, I kept you in my mind. Isn't that enough for you? That's what I feel like he's probably like, to be honest with you.
Wake up, stop dreaming, stop prancing about the woods. It's not beseeming, what is it about the woods? Back to life, back to sense, back to child, back to husband, you can't live in the woods.
I mean, you can. The other guy lived in the woods, like the baker's dad. But living in the woods is living in the actual adventure. So... It's like starting a hero's journey and then just never getting out of the hero's journey. Like reaching the end of it, just staying in the woods part of it, essentially, which is no way to live.
There are vows, there are ties, there are needs, there are standards, there are shouldn'ts and shoulds. Why not both instead? There's the answer if you're clever. Have a child for warmth and a baker for bread and a prince for whatever.
No, not at all.
Never, it's these woods. Face the facts, find the boy, join the group, stop the giant, just get out of these woods. Was that him? Yes, it was. Was that me? No, it wasn't, just a trick of the woods.
Crazy the way that she's just like justifying this is like it wasn't me, it's the woods make you crazy, act wild, and the prince, he's just it's the prince being so much, and like, yes, the prince does share blame here. He's the one who asked if you can kiss you, and then when he kissed you, you kissed him back. There were multiple opportunities to be like, no, this is wrong. I'm out of here. And none of them were taken. Blame is shared here. But she immediately is like, well, no, it's the prince, it's the woods. Which is unfortunate. It's like, whoops, I cheated. Exactly.
Just a moment, one peculiar passing moment. Must it all be either less or more, either plain or grand? Is it always or is it never and?
I mean, sometimes yes, it can be and, but this case is definitely an or situation. See what happens when we lose the narrator? This would have never happened if the narrator was here to keep the story chugging along as it should.
That's what woods are for those moments in the woods. Oh, if life were made of moments, even now and then a bad one. But if life were only moments, then you'd never know you had one.
I was about to say, life is always just moments to moments. Which I guess is why you don't know that you had one.
First a witch, then a child, then a prince, then a moment. Who can live in the woods? And to
Rio.
get what you wish only just for a moment. These are dangerous woods. Let the moment go. Don't forget it for a moment though. Just remembering you've had an and when you're back.
Is that like the prince's like scarf or something? Or like, I forget the word.
Back to or.
Handkerchief.
Makes the or mean more than it did before. Now I understand.
I guess.
And it's time to leave the woods.
Yeah, get out of here, man. That sure was a lot of self-justification. Oh, right, she's lost as well. She has no idea where she is because she wasn't tracking her steps. Hey, Valerie. Just choose a direction. It's probably fine. Don't worry about it.
Oh, what?
And suddenly the woods have become so much more dangerous. Also, I'm not surprised at what happens next. Karma, I suspect. I mean, fairy tale worlds essentially work and live and die off of karma. You do bad, you get punished. You do good, you get blessed. That's pretty much it. You cheat on your spouse? Well, now you're the villain. Also, what an awesome effect of the ground, like, cracking. That's so cool. Oh. Womp womp. She's probably fine.
She should be back by now.
She wouldn't get lost.
I'm sure she'll return.
No, I must go in search of her.
We'll come too.
You stay here. I will count 100 paces and I shall return soon.
I mean, that was the plan that she had. It didn't work. But then again, she had prince-related issues in that.
Look who I found.
Please don't let her give me to the giant.
Oh, it's not our fault. The giant wants you.
You're hurting me.
Let go of him. Alone.
Where did you find this?
What is that?
Jack? Where is my wife?
Oh, okay, so that's like his wife's, like, shawl or something.
She's dead.
What?
How do you know? Wait, she's dead?
I'm sorry, sir. I came upon her and she was under a tree.
He was sobbing over her like she was his own mother.
Oh, how awful.
How could this happen?
Whoa, Karma acts fast, man. Oh my goodness. I was like, man, probably Karma, but it's... I didn't think she... We didn't get to see how far she fell. Apparently, she fell really far. Oh my god. Well, honestly, not the worst fate a fairy tale person could receive. You're much more likely to get, like, your eyes gouged out or some sort of crippling injury, so... Oof. Also, poor... his clothes are torn up. What did he fight? Not the giant.
I should never have let her wander off alone.
I buried her in a footprint.
Why? You probably... I mean, I guess you can't really drag the body out of the forest. It's probably best to just leave it there.
I should have insisted that she stay home.
Remorse will get you nowhere.
My wife is dead!
Wake up! People are dying all around you. You're not the only one to suffer a loss.
Yeah, she did lose her daughter. And as messed up as their relationship was, her and Rapunzel, she does love Rapunzel.
Dead, you're dead. Now it's time to get this boy to the giant before we're all so much dead meat.
No, you keep away from him.
This is no time to be soft-hearted. He's going to the giant and I'm taking
Yes! Yes, he's the one to blame! It's because of you there's a giant in our midst, and...
Well, he's not wrong. The immediate switch up is just a result of, it can't be my fault. It has to be somebody else's fault. Which I feel like is the feeling that everybody has been having in this forest. It's not, like, the witch is like, it's not my fault she disobeyed me. She died because she disobeyed me. And the wife, it's not my fault I cheated. It happened. It's the woods. It's the prince's fault. Him, it's not my fault my wife's dead. It's this guy's fault. Which is, honestly, he's the most, of all of them, of the three that I've mentioned, he's the one who has the most reasonable grievance. And it's all, and again, I was about to say that as well. I'm glad you brought it up. It's so interesting that Baker will forever remember his wife as being faithful. He'll never know. Is that better? I don't know. I have no idea. So, the thing you just said, it's not my fault, is the exact theme of the next song.
My wife is dead.
But it isn't my fault. I was given those beans. You persuaded me to trade away my cow for beans. And without those beans, there'd have been no stalk to get up to the giants in the first place.
Wait a minute, magic beans for a cow so old that you had to tell a lie to sell it, which you told. Were they worthless beans? Were they oversold? Oh, and tell us who persuaded you to steal that gold.
See, it's your fault.
No.
So it's your fault.
No.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
It's true.
Wait a minute.
I guess it could be your fault from stealing the gold, yes.
But I only stole the gold to get my cow back from you.
So it's your fault.
Yes. No, it isn't. I'd have kept those beans, but our house was cursed. She made us get a cow to get the curse reversed.
It's your father's fault that the curse got placed and the place got cursed in the first place.
Oh, then it's his fault.
So...
It was his fault.
No.
Yes, it is. It's his.
I guess.
Wait a minute, though. I chopped on the beanstalk, right? That's clear. But without any beanstalk, then what's queer is how did the second giant get down here in the first place? Second place.
It's Cinderella's fault, because she threw the bean. I don't think anybody else knows that, though. Or were there to see that.
Yes. How?
Well, who had the other bean?
The other bean.
The other
You
bean.
pocketed the other bean.
I didn't. Yes, I did.
So it's yours.
No, it isn't, because I gave it to my wife.
So it's hers.
No, it isn't.
Whose is it?
Wait a minute. She exchanged that bean to obtain...
I love the way Little Red is just going like, oh, so it's their fault. It's just immediately changing to whatever people are saying. It's like, oh, so, okay, them. It's kind of great.
In your shoes, so the one who knows what happened to the bean is you.
You mean that old bean that's your wife? Oh dear, but I never knew and so it's but don't look here.
So it's your fault.
But
See,
It's
her
your fault.
And it isn't mine at all.
But what?
So if you hadn't gone back up again,
You were needed.
You were greedy. Did you need that hen?
But I got it for my mother.
So it's her fault, then.
So what about the harp in the third place?
Yes.
Guys, it's... At this point, you can't even really assign blame. Like... As long as it's not Little Red's fault, she's fine. Oh, I know we're about to deal with that, because we know the reason he got the harp was specifically to prove to Little Red that he could get the harp from the giants. Womp womp. But man, at this point, you can't even really assign blame to anybody. Like, the one with the most blame, if you want to play that game, is Jack, because he went up the beanstalk again when he didn't have to. Or just the fact that he stole the stuff in the first place. But even that, why he stole was because he's poor and going to die otherwise. So how much can you blame him? I don't know.
Dare me to.
I dare you
You
to.
dare me to. She said that I was scared to. You dared me.
No, I didn't. Wait a minute. You hadn't dared him to.
You had left the harp alone.
If you hadn't thrown away the beat in the first place. She hadn't raised it in the first place.
raised
She raised the beat in the first place. You're responsible. You're the one to blame. It's your fault.
And of course, it's always easiest to just blame the witch. It's like, you know what? Screw it. It's the witch's fault, alright?
It's the last midnight. It's the last wish.
The last midnight, the last wish. What's the wish? Honestly, I thought the giant was about to, like, arrive.
It's the last midnight. Soon it will be boom. Squish. Told a little lie.
Oh, right. Because the giant's like... Wait, did the giant say at the last midnight she would, like, just start killing people? I don't remember that.
Stole a little gold. Broke a little vow. Did you? How'd you get your prince? How'd you get your cow? Have to get your wish, doesn't matter how. Anyway, it doesn't matter now. It's the last midnight. It's the boom splat. Nothing.
And yeah, I guess it's true. Like, they keep assigning blame, but as she says, it doesn't matter. Like, who cares at this point whose fault it is? The issue, the big issue, is that a giant is here and going to kill us all. So, we kind of have to do something about that. But what we do about it, I guess, depends on what we feel best about doing. Because sacrificing Jack is the easiest solution. Can we live with that? I personally don't think I could live with that choice. I would try to find a way to not sacrifice Jack. Is that the smart decision? Probably not. I don't know. But that's the question. What do you do?
But a vast midnight. Everybody smashed flat. Nothing we can do. Not exactly true. We can always give it the boy. No, of course it really matters is the blame. Somebody to blame. Fine if that's the thing you enjoy, placing the blame. If that's the aim, give me the blame. Just give me the boy. No.
I do give you the blame, though. Like, seriously, you cursed the person for... No, I mean, I understand you were stolen from, so I guess, no, it's not really your fault that you gave a person a curse. But I do still blame you for Rapunzel. Awful mother. Literally could not be worse.
No. You're so nice. You're not good, you're not bad, you're just nice.
Ooh. Ooh. That's a rough thing to say to somebody, except Ride the Cyclone, Sugar Cloud. There's nothing wrong with just being nice, alright?
Not good, I'm not nice, I'm just right. I'm the witch, you're the world. I'm the hitch, I'm what no one believes, I'm the witch. You're all liars and thieves like his father, like his son will be too, oh why bother? You'll just do what you do, it's the last midnight, so goodbye all.
I do hate that she's, like, being very reasonable. I love how the only person who is the antagonist in her story is the only reasonable person here. And I do not mean sacrificing Jack, but in judging the whole situation. Yeah.
Coming at you fast, midnight. Soon you'll see the sky fall. Here you want a bean, have another bean. Beans are made for making you rich. Plant them and they soar. Here you want some more. Listen to the roar, giants by the straw. Oh, you can blame another witch.
If you make more... Oh, wait, she has her magic back, kind of. Well, no, this is the magic bean, so I guess it's not her magic, technically. She's like... You're gonna make more pillars to the clouds. I have a plan. Somebody... Okay, the magic beanstalk. Climb up it. Have her chase you. And then... When somebody at the bottom... When the person that's being chased arrives at the top, the person at the bottom chops down the beanstalk so that the giant falls while on it. It's risky, but I think it could work. And it's kind of a repeat of the previous plan, but whew. And whoever is getting chased is gonna get stuck on the sky, in the sky technically, but there's worse fates, technically, I guess.
Midnight, it's the last verse. Now before it's past midnight, I'm leaving you my last curse. I'm leaving you alone. You can tend the garden, it's yours, separate and alone. Everybody down on all fours, or ignore the word. Lost the beans again. Punish me the way you did that. Give me claws and a hunch, just away from this bunch of the gloom and the doom and the boom.
And she's out of here. Like, cool. I'm pretty sure I died in a fairy world. I feel like most people would die in a fairy tale world. Just because it's so easy to, go out and, pick some, like, berries in the garden, and then you accidentally insult some sort of magical creature who then curses you. Or just kills you, I guess. Or you, like, become the backstory of another person's story. Is like, did you hear? This troll eats every person who tries to cross the bridge. And you're just one of the people who got eaten so that rumor could start. What happened to the witch? Is she just, like, gone now? Turned into nothing?
Maybe I shouldn't have stolen from the giant.
Maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path. Maybe I shouldn't have...
Interesting. It's interesting that that's, like, the thing she says here. Maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path. Because she had, like, a little song about how, it's kind of alright to stray from the path. But now here's, like, maybe I shouldn't have strayed from the path. I don't think her straying from the path was wrong to do. Then again, she became a little more aggressive after she did stray from the path. And it did result in her grandma getting eaten, but also, it's like... I don't know, I'm like trying to think of something.
Attended the ball.
Yes. Maybe you shouldn't have.
Yeah, bro, come on, get your I shouldn't.
Where are you going?
Away from here.
But you said we had to find our way out of this together.
No, it doesn't matter whether we're together or apart.
We need your help.
You don't understand. My wife was the one who really helped.
Yeah.
I depended on her for everything.
I mean, it was definitely a team effort. Like, she helped a lot, don't get me wrong. But when she lost the cow, you found the cow. And you did find things on your own. You're like, you killed the wolf. It wasn't so one-sided. But I guess it's hard to think clearly in these kind of situations.
You would leave your child.
I think my child will be happier in the arms of a princess.
Just like your father.
Oh, no, but wait!
Unfortunate. I don't know where... How are things gonna go from here? I don't know. Like, if he took accountability, I think he would have stayed with the group, but he didn't. Even to the very end, he just can't acknowledge his mistakes in all of this. It's rough. Oh! You're alive? I thought you were dead. Spirits of a grandfather. Of his father, I mean.
I thought you were dead.
That's what I was saying.
Completely. Are we ever?
As far as I'm concerned, you are.
Is that true?
It's because of you that all of this has happened.
I climbed into the garden to steal your mother a gift. And I foolishly took some of those beans for myself.
And if you hadn't taken the beans, literally everything would have been fine. But at the same time, were you told in the original fairy tale, was he told not to take... he's like, you can take anything, but don't take beans? Was he told that? If he wasn't, why would he assume? Unless the beans weren't green, and it's like, you can take anything that's green. And that was that kind of condition.
How was I to know? How are we ever to know? When she died, I ran from my guilt. Now, aren't you doing the same thing?
No.
Aren't you running away?
You said no, but literally that is exactly what you're doing. Come on. If the spirit of your dead father can't convince you, then just jump into the same, like, it's horrible to say, but just jump down the same cliff that your wife fell down.
No more questions. Please. No more tests.
Right. I know he was stealing, but he got caught, like the father. And the witch was like, fine, you can take whatever, but I'm gonna curse you for like your children to be like infertile. How did he figure out that the beans were magic? I think he can't admit that he blames himself for his wife's death, partly rightfully so, but since his suffering is the most recent and the most currently painful, he just doesn't, I guess. Yeah, emotions cloud judgment a lot, and I get why he feels that the way he does, but man, it's rough to see.
It comes the day you say, what for? Please. No more.
They disappoint, they disappear, they die, but they don't.
What?
They disappoint, in turn I fear, forgive though they won't.
Ooh, that's a really good one. What's the answer?
No more riddles. No more jests. No more curses you can't undo. Left by fathers you never knew. No more quests. No more.
Just because you say no more doesn't mean that the quests aren't there. Just because you stop taking the adventure doesn't mean the adventure ends. Just because you don't resolve to solve to cure the curse doesn't mean that the curse goes away, and the suffering with it leaves. You can't just ignore these things because they're still there.
More feelings. Time to shut the door. Just no more.
All right. At least he's not running away now. We can work with this.
Running away? Let's do it. Free from the ties that bind. No more despair or burdens to bear. Out there in the yonder. Running away go to it. Where did you have in mind? Have to take care, unless there's a where, you'll only be wandering blind.
I like his strategy now. He's like, all right, so I can't make him change his mind based off of just like, bro, think about this logically. He's like, now he's like, okay, yeah, do this. What's your plan? Because there's no plan. He wasn't thinking when he chose to run away. He was feeling, so he ran. And now, okay, let's do this. Let's get out of here. Let's run away and never be seen. Where are we going? What's your plan? How are you gonna make money? How are you gonna survive? What are you thinking?
Just more questions, different kind.
Yeah.
Where are we to go? Where are we ever to go? Running away, we'll do it. Why sit around resigned? Trouble is, son, the farther you run, the more you feel undefined. For what you have left undone, and more what you've left behind.
As I was saying, it doesn't go. The problems don't go away just because you run, and your feelings about them don't go away just because you run. Like, all you're doing is carving a part away from yourself and making you less of yourself because you're running from that part of you, that part of you that is, a part of other people.
We disappoint, we leave a mess, we die, but we don't.
We disappoint in turn, I guess. Forget though we won't. Like father, like son.
All right. There that spirit goes into the woods. And where will you go, Baker?
No more giants waging war. Can't we just pursue our lives with our children and our wives till that happy day arrives? How do you ignore all the witches, all the curses, all the wolves, all the lies, the false hopes, the goodbyes, the reverses?
I mean, you can't. It's just that's life. We don't have literal curses, but stuff happens. Unfortunate things occur. People suffer, and you just have to deal with it as they come. You have every adventure you go on in life leads into a new adventure. And as rough as it is, you gotta keep going. Because what else is there to do? And hopefully, in those adventures, you manage to find happiness.
The wondering what even worse is still in store. All the children.
Yeah.
All the giants. No more.
All right, man. This has made me so emotional. What now, man? What are you gonna do? Hope you gotta get back to your kid. He's such a good singer, by the way. I don't think I've praised all the singers enough. So good. Is that sunset or dawn? Hey there, Baker. Welcome back.
I knew you wouldn't give up. He wouldn't leave his baby.
It looked like he was going to.
I mean, she's right. If his dad hadn't interrupted it, he definitely would have.
Give me my son. Oh, he always cries when I hold him.
Well, now what are we to do?
But all you had to do was hold him close.
We must have a plan before the giant returns.
What?
We must all think.
There were just some way we could surprise her.
She's too tall to surprise.
Oh, good friends.
The birds. They had a taste of blood when pecking out the eyes of Cinderella's sisters. I'm sure they can take down a giant.
I need your help now more than ever.
What of the prince?
I don't care. What's important now is that we find a way to fell the giant. How can
What of the prince? What happened?
help? You could do that?
What?
How can I ever thank you?
Translate, Cinderella. Translate.
You can talk to birds.
Oh yeah. Did no one know? Is this new information? Don't worry about it. It's just the thing she could do. It's not the weirdest thing, all right, Red? Don't give her that look.
Birds will help.
How?
Now when the giant returns, they'll attack her and peck out her eyes and blind her.
What good will that do?
Then you can surprise her. Or strike her, or whatever you do to kill a giant.
No, but once she's blind, she will stagger about.
She'll get angry.
She'll crush us all.
Smear the ground with pitch.
Yes.
We will lure her to an.
Okay. Not a bad plan. Oh, did the birds tell Cinderella that the prince cheated on her? They probably did, because they got eyes everywhere. They're little beady bird eyes. Good for her. She doesn't need him. That's why she looked at him for a moment before continuing the conversation. Oh. Yikes. I wonder if she's gonna tell him about that or not. Okay, so blind the giant. Lead them to pitch. Okay.
Area smeared with pitch.
Yes, her shoes will stick and she won't be able to move.
And I will climb a tree and strike her from behind.
And I will be up there too. It may take 2 mighty blows.
We're going to kill the giant.
What's Little Red gonna do? Okay. Pitch. Not the worst idea. You're gonna need a lot of pitch considering how big she is. Climb the giant. Climb a tree. Probably the tallest tree you can get. And hope that she stands close enough to one of the trees that you can, like, get onto her. Okay.
All right, quick. It will be dark soon. We must find.
Well, I guess Red will hold the baby.
Pitch.
There's some at Granny's.
This direction, quickly.
Perfect. Why?
Oh, no.
Why does she have pitch?
What is it?
I think the baby will be safest here with you.
Right.
This will take no time. Careful.
All right. Take care of the baby.
Now there. Oh, don't cry, little one. Shh. I know you want your mother.
Oh,
Hello?
Prince.
The giant.
What? Prince, you didn't even look at her. This is so sad considering Jack once called her his friend. Who? Exactly, Cinderella? But also, the prince, he literally just walked by her.
Went in that direction.
My darling, I did not recognize you. What are you doing in your old...
Oh, right. Yeah, Jack called the giant his friend. Aw. How did I forget about that? That is really sad.
clothes and with a child? You must go back to the castle at once. There's a giant on the
He's been to
loose.
the castle.
You didn't even know the castle has been destroyed by this point? Bro.
Are you all right? I love. Why are you being so cold?
She hugged him with her giant breasts. Right, how could I possibly have forgotten such incredibly important details?
Maybe because I'm not your only love. Am I?
I love you. I do. But yes, it's true.
You couldn't even lie to her, man. I mean, you know what? At least you're honest. Genuinely, I'm glad you're at least honest about this. You're awful, but thanks for being honest.
If you love me, would you have strayed?
I thought if you were mine that I would never wish for more. And part of me is content and as happy as I've ever been. But there remains a part of me that continually needs more.
That's probably the nobility side of you. Raised to always want more, man. Then again, that's not exactly unique to nobility. Yeah, no, you're just a greedy guy, actually. I think that's it. You're just greedy.
I have on occasion wanted more, but that doesn't mean I went in search of it. If this is how you behave as a prince, what kind of king will you be?
I was raised to be...
Probably a really bad one, honestly. Based off what we've seen of the royal family so far, whew, it's not great.
Charming, not sincere.
Wow, that is a crazy lie. I was raised to be charming, not sincere. Which, of course, because charming is just, you know, getting people to like you. There's no sincerity there. There can be, if you're charming and you can get people to like the real you. But they're only described as Prince Charming. And I'm sure you can make anyone fall in love with him. Oh my gosh. That's a... I never thought about it that way. Genuinely. I somehow really love this conversation. They're both just very genuine and honest. It's wild. And this, honestly, that line right there might have been the most sincere thing Prince Charming has said this whole musical. Wow.
And I didn't ask to be born a king. I'm not perfect. I'm only human.
I think you should go.
Leave? But I do love you.
Consider I've been lost. A victim of the giant.
Is that what you really wish?
Oof. Man, I mean... Maybe he does love her. In a fairy tale sort of way. Which is like a pure emotion. But I mean, I've heard it described before. The love is not purely an emotion. It is an action that you take. This isn't love. If you can love another person as much, I don't know, man. If you could betray the person you love, not care about how they would feel about the betrayal, that's not love.
My father's house was a nightmare. Your house was a dream. Now I want something in between.
I guess you woke up from the dream, huh?
Please go.
I shall always love the maiden who ran away.
Well, she's not that maiden anymore, Prince. At the end, it all comes down to what she really wishes. And from the very beginning, she said, wanting a ball is not wanting a prince. Yeah. And even from the very, very beginning, the, fairy in the tree asked, is what you're wishing what you want? I don't know. Oh, sorry.
And I, the faraway prince.
Dang. And that's not who either of them are now. Or were, really.
They're almost finished. You see over there, between those two trees? Well, when the giant comes, we're to send her over there.
Good.
I wanted to climb the tree, too.
No, I'm glad you're here to help me. What's wrong?
My granny's gone.
Oh no!
Oh. No! She was old. I guess it's not that weird. I hope she didn't get eaten by another wolf. Also, it seems her wish has changed over time. I mean, yeah. People change.
I'm so sorry.
I think my granny and my mother would be angry with me.
Why?
Because you strayed the path so often? Cinderella girl, I know someone who's faithful for you. I was thinking the same thing, but I don't know if it's going to go in that direction.
They said to always make them proud. And here I'm about to kill somebody.
Oh, not somebody.
I mean, the giant is somebody. You can't say they're not somebody.
A giant who has been doing harm.
But the giant's a person. Aren't we to show forgiveness? Mother would be very unhappy with these circumstances.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's a rough situation because, I mean, yeah, your mom doesn't want you to kill anybody, but also, I don't think your mother expected you to be in a situation where fighting a giant who's killing like a ton of people, and I don't know.
Mother cannot guide you. Now you're on your own.
Yeah, exactly, Cinderella.
Only me beside you. Still you're not alone.
I love that they're discussing the morality of the situation. Same. I mean, I brought it up before, but the morality of Jack and the Giant Beanstalk has always been a little iffy to me. He breaks into... I feel like I've repeated this multiple times. He breaks into somebody's house, essentially, robs them, kills their husband. It's like... But, and here's the important thing from my perspective. Just because her anger is justified doesn't make her actions like reasonable or fair or undeserving of consequence. You know? Like a lot of situations, like, yeah, I feel bad for you. I understand why you're angry. I understand that you want vengeance. I won't support you killing people for vengeance. Especially more than just the person that you're aiming for.
No one is alone. Truly, no one is alone. Sometimes people leave you halfway through the wood.
Yeah, man, everybody who goes to the woods comes back changed, man. She went into the wood a princess married to a prince, and now she's back to being just Cinderella.
Others may
Then again, what more do you need to be than just yourself?
deceive you. You decide what's good. You decide alone. But no one is alone.
I wish.
Oh?
I know.
Yeah, we wish. We always wish. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Oh man, I love that. The way she does. I wish. And it like and the music sounded like as it did when you very first said I wished in the musical. But then it just cuts off. It just goes back to like this scene because that's so good. All right.
Wait until my mother hears I've slain the giant.
Oh, you don't know, actually. Uh-oh.
Jack, your mother is dead.
Dead? Was she killed by the giant?
She was arguing with the giant, trying to protect you, and she was struck a deadly blow by the prince's steward.
Why would he do that?
He was afraid that she was provoking the giant.
He was a selfish man. I feel like Red and Jack need new parents in it. I'm just saying, this is a perfect, like, like, family, like, things that has been set up. It's crazy that they're being put together by a lot of death, but found family's family nonetheless.
Can no one bring her back?
No one.
That steward will pay for this. After we slay the giant, I will slay him.
You'll do nothing of the kind.
He shouldn't have killed my mother, right?
No, I guess not.
Then he must die.
No.
Why not?
That would be wrong.
What he did was wrong, and he should be punished.
He will be somehow.
How?
I don't know. Stop asking me questions I can't answer.
I'm going to kill him.
Then kill him. No.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, good. Reel it back for a moment. Oh gosh. Again, like for me, this is the same thing as with the giant. Yes, your anger is justified. Yes, the fact that you want justice and to punish the person who did wrong, makes sense. I agree. But, is this how we want to end things? Just to continue the cycle of violence? Do we have to kill the giant? I don't know.
No, don't kill him.
Mother isn't here now.
Things, right things.
Who knows what she'd say?
Who can say what's true?
Nothing's quite so clear now.
Do things, fight things.
Feel you've lost your way.
You decide, but you are not alone.
Believe me, no one is alone.
No one is alone.
I'm sorry. I nearly started tearing up there for some reason. Oh gosh. I mean, at least they have somebody here to try and help them, guide them down this path.
Truly, you
move just a finger. Say the slightest word. Something's bound to linger. Be heard. No one acts alone. Careful, no one is alone.
Yeah, I mean, things don't have to come down to these ultimatums of all right, I'm gonna do this because what else is there to do, man? You have family and friends. I mean, you don't have family, but you have us. I don't know what we are yet, but maybe we'll be family one day. We're here to at least support you and hopefully keep you from killing people. Man.
People make mistakes.
I'm choking up.
Mothers, people make mistakes. Holding to their own. Thinking they're alone. Honor their mistakes.
Fight for the mistakes.
Everybody makes
one another's terrible mistakes.
It does also, this makes me think, it feels like every mistake happens when people are on their own in this musical. When a pair are separated, one person makes a mistake. A mistake that easily could have been prevented or at least mitigated greatly if another person was there. When they lost the cow, when they... Oh, gosh. The wife when she treated, when the baker, his things were resolved when he was with another person, when he was with Little Red. They make their mistake together, but they're separated from their pair. I think that's the logic I'm using for this argument. It just. I don't know. Maybe I'm grasping at straws.
Witches can be right. Giants can be good. You decide what's right. You decide what's good. Just remember.
Witches can be right. Giants can be good. I kind of hope they don't kill the giant, but at the same time, she has killed a lot of people by this point. So I don't know. When you have a serial killer, you should deal with them somehow. And you can't exactly arrest a giant. I don't know.
Remember, someone is on your side. Our side. Someone else is not. While we're seeing our side, maybe we forgot. They are not.
By the way, the People Make Mistakes melody is the melody that is kind of the theme of the entire musical. For instance, when Rapunzel sings, but it happens much more often, just backwards. Oh.
No one is alone.
Hard to see the light now.
Just don't let it go. Things will come out right now. We can make it so. Someone is on your...
Oh gosh, the giant's coming. Oh gosh. Sorry, that whole song made me so emotional. I didn't really expect it. Sorry. Blink the tears away.
Oh, here she comes.
All right. And remember, don't let her know our plan. Stay with me.
Are they gonna kill the giant?
Where is the boy?
We don't know.
Yes, we do. We can't go on hiding him any longer. He must pay the price for his wrongs.
Oh, please.
Right, yeah, we gotta lead him away.
Tell me where he is.
Over there.
See that tree? Where the birds are clustered. Jack is in that tree hiding.
Oh, thank you. Now justice will be served, and I shall leave your kingdom.
Jeez. I guess they gotta kill her. What other choice do they really have? The birds, they got her. This reminds me of the horror movie, Birds. Oh, wow. The giant, we get to see her, kind of. Not that detailed, but hey, it's fine. It's the giant. Oh, they already succeed? Wow, they got her. Okay. That was... Honestly, I expected something to go wrong. Hello?
The slotted spoon can catch the potato.
It can't hold a lot of soup, but it can catch the potato. There we go.
That was one straight rope.
Is that... Am I crazy? That kind of looks like Elsa. This is Snow White. They got their princesses again. Hopefully your happy ever afters are better again. You're cheaters, but I do hope that at least your wives are happy.
To wake, the better to have.
I swear, I'm trying to remember the name of her, like, story. The one that was on the left. Somebody has to know, right? Who is this? Who is she? Briar Rose?
To have.
Huh. I genuinely don't recognize that story. Or Sleeping Beauty. Wasn't she Sleeping Beauty? Wait. Snow White and Sleeping Beauty, are they different people?
The greater the good, the harder the blow.
Yes, they are different. That was where my confusion was coming. I keep always in my mind, because they're both like sleeping people. I just like link them together. It's like, same difference, right? I keep, oh my goodness. Also, how dare that guy talk about good? He murdered a innocent mother.
When going to hide, know how to get there.
And how to get back.
And eat first.
Do they get their vision back somehow?
The knife that is sharp today may be dull by tomorrow.
True. I guess she didn't really have much of a message to say, so see ya. One of them's unconscious because she choked on an apple. Yeah, that seems about right.
Now! Now we can all return home!
Ah. Aren't all of your homes destroyed? You might want to rethink those wording.
And let us hope there will be no more killing.
Where am I to go? I have no one to take care of me.
Oh.
You'll have to take care of your...
Sleeping Beauty was asleep for 100 years after pricking her finger on a spindle, and Snow White choked on an apple. I see, I see.
Self now, Jack. It's time.
No, it's not. I'll take care of him.
You will?
Yes. I'll be your mother now.
How old are you guys? I kind of just assumed that Little Red was younger than Jack, but I guess I don't know that.
I don't want another mother. I want a friend.
Also, it's so funny that she's just like, all right, sure, I'm your mom. I'm not sure that's how it works.
And a pet.
She can be one of those things. Hopefully not the pet, please.
Of course, we have nowhere to go, so we'll move in with you.
Oh, no.
Oh, it'll be fun.
No, goodness, no. My house is a shambles. There is hardly room.
Their houses are destroyed, man. I don't know what to tell you. You can move into her grandma's house.
Yes! Yes, of course you can come home with us.
And you...
Oh, okay, good. I was like, come on, man. Let's go with them.
Shall join us, too.
You'll not return to the castle.
I'll gladly help you with your house. Well, there are times I do actually enjoy cleaning.
Really? That's interesting. Actually, no, I think I even remember in, like, the Disney version, she did enjoy, cleaning. Yay! Found family!
How proud my wife would have been of all of us. And how sad it is that my...
Oh, gosh. She knows. Honestly, if you were Cinderella in this situation, would you tell the baker about his wife and her cheating? I don't know. I don't know if I could live with that, like, secret. But at the same time, I feel, why she's already dead. Why ruin the image at this point, you know? For what reason should I sully her name when she's already dead? The crime has happened and honestly has been paid in blood. I don't know.
Son will never know her. Maybe
it's difficult because if Cinderella starts a relationship with him, it'll be built on kind of lies. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Oh. It's not really a lie not to tell him, but it's the kind of thing. If I was the baker, I would want to know. I think she should tell the baker. It's a really horrible thing to hear about your, dead spouse. But I would want to know.
I just wasn't meant to have children.
Don't say that. Of course you were meant to have children.
And how will I go about being a father with no one to mother my child?
Just calm the child.
Yes, calm the child.
Look, tell him the story of how it all happened. Be father and mother. You'll know what to do.
Alone.
Sometimes people leave you.
You said alone? Man, listen. Even if you are, like, only the parent, you're not alone, right? The other people are here to help you raise the kid. You know, Cinderella, Jack, Little Red. They aren't a mother, but they're here. They can help.
Halfway through the world, do not let it grieve you. No one leaves for good. You are not alone.
That's what I'm saying.
No one is alone. Hold him to the light now. Let him see the glow.
Yes, the day finally shines, man.
Things will be all right now. Tell him what you know.
Once upon a time,
And now he's the new narrator.
in a far-off kingdom,
Good, because our old narrator's dead.
there lived
Careful the things you say.
a young maiden,
Children will listen.
a sad young lad,
Careful the things you do.
a childless
Children will
baker
see and
with his wife.
learn. Guide them along the way. Children will glisten. Children will look to you for which way to turn to learn.
Yeah, so you gotta guide them and prepare them, unlike you, just saying.
What to be. Careful before you say, listen to me.
Oh my gosh, did she actually learn? Thank goodness.
Children will listen. Careful the wish you make. Wishes are children. Careful the path they take. Wishes come true, not free. Careful the spell you cast, not just on children.
I do like how wishes, like, growing, you know, being equated to children and stuff. And, you know, careful what you wish for. Which, normally it's in a very literal, yeah, be careful what you wish for. If it comes true, it might not be what you want. But also in the, hey, striving down a path that you think will get you what you want. Be careful about that. And, additionally, with... what they just said, I'm sorry. Yeah, this one. Careful the spell you cast. Not, that is so good. Not just on children. A spell, in this case, could just be, like, your effect on people around you. Careful how you affect the people around you. Oh, I love it. First it was children should listen. Then it was children don't listen. And now it's children will listen. Chills. I love that.
Not just on children.
Sometimes the spell may last.
That's what you can see and turn against you.
And yeah, the effects, your consequences of your actions can reverb and eventually come back to you.
Careful the tale you tell. That is the spell. Children will listen. No cheerful.
Which actually kind of brings us back to the whole point of fairy tales. Careful the tales you tell. Children will listen. Because the story you tell them and the moral in that story will become a part of them and the way of their minds, of who they are. That will affect them.
Steep, though it's sharper than you may lose the path that you make out of fools. You can't just act, you have to live. You can't just act, you have to make those dark. There are always wolves, there are always stars, there are always danger, into the woods you go again. You have to every now and then. Into the woods, no telling when. Be ready for the journey.
I love that singing so much. I feel like I have so much to say here. Oh my gosh. As they were saying, again, as we've been repeated, life, sometimes you gotta go into the woods. Be ready. And it's full of wolves and dangers and things you have to deal with. But that's life.
Into the woods, but not too fast. Or what you wish you lose at last. Into the woods, but mind the past. Into the woods, but mind the future. Into the woods, but not to stray or tempt the wolf or steal from the giant. The way is dark, the light is dim. But now there's you, me, her, and him.
The chances look small.
The choices look grim. By everything you learn there will help when you return there.
The light is getting dimmer. I think I see a glimmer.
Yay. What a wonderful wrap up to everything this is,
Into the
man.
woods you have to grope, but that's the way you learn to cope. Into the woods to find there's hope of getting through the journey. Into the woods each time you go, there's more to learn of what you know. Into the woods, but not too slow. Into the woods is nearing midnight. Into the woods to mind the wolf, to heed the witch, to honor the giant, to mind, to heed, to find, to think, to teach, to join, to go to the festival into the woods.
Into the woods. Into the woods. Into the woods. Yay. I wish. I loved that so much. That whole musical was a delight from start to finish. I wish it would never end. But hey, sometimes the happily ever after does arrive. And maybe it's not ever after. But it's for now. Oh, he was also the narrator and the prince was also the wolf? Interesting. I didn't even realize that at all. Oh, this was so incredible. And I hope you guys loved that reaction as much as I did. Though I wish really gives sequel potential, but there never was one, and perhaps it's best that way. I think it's best that way. We already technically had Act 2 was kind of like a sequel to Act 1, in a way. So it feels really complete to me. Sure, we could see what happens next. We can see that the happily ever after really isn't ever after. But I like it the way it is. Nice and contained. But maybe one day, we'll go back into the woods. But that is enough for this reaction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a great time. As always, check down the original in the description. The link is there. Give them love, give them support. And while you're down there, maybe give me a like and a comment and a follow and a subscribe and all that kind of stuff. They really help me out a lot. And I'll see you guys next time. And whatever reaction I have next, bye-bye. That was like my YouTube outro, which, oh my god, I just realized that I wasn't recording any of that reaction. Oof, ouch. There's sequel fanfictions. I'm probably gonna check those out, to be honest with you. But man, I was not recording. It's fine. It's fine. It's not even a problem. I'll just have to download it from YouTube, I guess. And so I can edit it together with the other part of the reaction. Oof, I can't believe I messed that up so badly. What a great reaction. For reaction. I mean, musical. Now, what time is it? Oh, this stream has gone on considerably long. Normally, I go into working on Mighty Grandpa after like 2 hours, but this one has extended into almost like 3 hours. So I think I'm gonna end it there, kind of. Yeah, no, I guess that's kind of it. Actually, you know what? Let me decide. I'll be right back. I have to go to the bathroom. I've had to go to the bathroom for like 20 minutes, but the musical is so good, and I don't want to interrupt it at all. Okay. Now that I'm more clear-headed, yes, I am going to say bye. One last thank you for everybody who was here. I've really appreciated you guys being here for my reaction. A little bit of a treat. So tomorrow we're going to be reacting to Meta Runners. We're going to be continuing our reaction. Really loving that series. It's been a great show. Really fun. Hey. After that, we are going to... Oh, also, I'm very, very soon going to be re-uploading my Headless reaction. Headless of Sleepy Hollow. From the 24-hour live stream that was lost because... apparently, YouTube can't store live streams that are longer than 24 hours. I don't know if that's just like I'm not a big enough channel to have that support or what, but whatever. That's the case. So I do have those reactions. I'm gonna be uploading it relatively soon. I'm almost done editing it. Then, do I have any other announcements? No. The post about uploading about different ideas for what I should react to next is still up on in my community tab. So if you have any ideas for what I should react to next, put it in there. I'll check them out. I do have a list that I'm adding stuff to. Our Wednesday reaction, I know Wednesday reaction, crazy, does have stuff from that as well. So yeah, that's it. Do I have any other announcements to share? I don't think so. Alright, yeah, that's actually it. Now. I'll see you guys around. Bye-bye. This is the outro song, do. This is the outro song, do. This is the outro, outro. This is the outro song, do. This is the outro song. This is the outro song, do. This is the outro song. This is the outro song, do. Bye. Bye. This was a fun stream, honestly. I expected it to be worse considering how exhausted I am. Bye.